GU Self-Storage, conveniently located near the Harmon McDonald's. We offer affordable rates, online payments, and auto bill pay for your convenience. Plus gate access daily from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Call us today at 648-7867 for more information.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to In the Zone. Dave Delgado here with strength and conditioning coach Chad Ike, Jacob Dowdell, 671 Recruiting, and we're talking about the upcoming 2019 college football showcase and combine. And man, we're always blessed to have you back when you come, because you do this for free out of the love for the kids and just the sports community in general. You give your time and you help these kids try to get noticed from colleges around the nation.
Absolutely. I mean, the honor goes both ways. It's always a blessing for me to come back here to the island of Guam and be a part of the community and loving it up, man. It's 80 degrees, but 110% humidity again, so 3 showers a day.
And Coach Dowdell, with 671 Recruiting, the main focus is, one, making sure that the grades are up to par.
Yes.
In order for these kids to get noticed, because you have teamed up with another organization
Yes.
to help kids and their grades.
Yeah, we've been very, very fortunate in 671 Recruiting, man. You know, this is a grassroots organization that's trying to give kids an opportunity. And the best thing you can do to give them an opportunity is make sure they're educationally prepared for the rigors of college. And TRIO runs out of University of Guam. Great folks over there, man. They're going to be out with us on Friday and Saturday. We'll have a rep out there in a little station to help kids understand what are the services that they provide to the kids here on Guam, completely free, to help them get ready for the PSAT, the SAT, because that's the first thing a coach will ask me, you know, when he can see the film, but then he's like, hey, what is their GPA? Not their 40 time, their GPA. And so if that's not right, there's no further conversation.
Yeah, and Coach Chad, when you pull a parent to the side and you tell them, okay, your child seems interested in pursuing their sport at the next level, what are some of the things that you kind of try to encourage the parent and lead them along the right way to help their child get to that next level?
Well, I mean, hopefully they're young enough that we can implement the structure and the guidelines of them academically following what they need to do and maintaining the highest GPA they possibly can.
Yeah.
Get the tools for them to prepare for the SAT and ACT test, whichever one they choose to take, because like Coach Dowdell said, that's the most important aspect of the schools that most of these kids here in Guam are able to play at the football level are going to be like Division II, Division III, and NAIA. Very rarely you may have a kid that's a Division I prospect out of here, but you're talking about over 300 schools that have programs out there. So,
Yeah.
but they're very high academic standards. So a lot of the schools are requiring minimum of a 3.0. A lot of them are like 3.3, 3.5 GPAs, and that's just your core curriculum, not PE, not shop class. I mean, you're talking about math, science, social studies, those types of classes. So it's pretty imperative that they start at a younger age to understand. It really starts more like in middle school, trying to get the structure of understanding that they're a student first and athlete second. So I try to tell them that that's the process. If they're late behind the game, we explain to them there's possibilities of going to junior college if they don't have the academic qualifications.
Yeah.
And a lot of great NFL players have come through the junior college prospect. So it's nothing wrong with going that route, and a lot of times it gives them time to understand the game a little bit better and play against higher level quality athletes overall. So there's always a way if the kid has the will to play at that next level.
And this time around, there's kind of no excuse because the guys are just right out of football season. The last time we had an event, it was off season, guys out of shape. But now this time around, guys should still be in shape. And for some of the events at the combine and showcase, what are we looking at as far as timing these athletes?
Yeah, so basically we're running an NFL combine here on Guam. Obviously, we just don't have the NFL scouts here with their clocks, but we're gonna do the 40-yard dash. I mean, everybody wants to know how fast you run. Everybody's familiar with it. There's a lot of technical aspects and cues to understand, but so we're gonna run the 40-yard dash. We're gonna do the vertical jump. We have a Vertimac tester, the same one you see on the NFL combine. You're gonna jump up and hit the slate, see how high you can reach. We're gonna do the broad jump. And then we're going to test some change of direction events, the 20-yard shuttle and the 3-cone L drill. And when we get those numbers, we'll put them in a database and we'll send it out to a bunch of coaches. We know over 20 something coaches, but we'll send it out to as many coaches that we have on listed. But we have 22 that I know that we've been in contact with and are familiar with Guam players. So they'll be the ones who first really open up and take a look at it. They'll get the results, and hopefully some of these kids have videotape of themselves, right? Put it online. I know Coach Dowdell, over the years we talked about it, and they're the first school to have Huddle. I believe FD has Huddle now.
Yeah.
I don't know if any other schools out here.
I think JFK's.
Coach Bland has it out over there with JFK. So it's over the 6 years that we've been doing things like this, you've seen the progress. 6 years ago, nobody knew what Huddle was. Nobody videotaped anything. Now you guys got games. It's not cheating. You know what I mean? Like, people out here think if you videotape your game and you watch your opponent, that's cheating. Absolutely
It's
not.
classroom work.
It's homework,
it's
man.
a must
Yeah.
in schools.
Yeah. Unless you're doing things like the Patriots and videotaping, the signals. No.
But that's really important, though.
Yeah.
You talk about film study and knowing your opponents, because you have to game plan week by week when it comes to football. It's not going to be the same thing every week.
Right. And that's one of the things, like, we were very fortunate to have Matt Eaton play here on Guam. Started out with Southern Cowboys, and then played for me at Guam High, and then eventually made his way to, had to go to junior college route, got a full scholarship at Temple, then went to junior college, then got picked up again at Iowa State, then he got picked up by Green Bay, and then spent the summer with Tampa Bay and made it all the way to the last day of cuts. And so you have a kid like that, and he reached back to all the kids on Guam and did a little video workshop with the kids and was talking to them about, you got to do film. You have to do film study. If you don't spend hours doing film study, you're not going to hit the field at the next level. And so that's one of our big pushes for next year. That's one of the initiatives for next year, is to get everyone on Huddle. That's our big push in 671.
Yeah, I think the main thing, too, is the things you lack as far as skill set and tools you make up by watching film work, because you get an edge on your opponent.
Yes.
Tendencies. You got to take advantage of that.
I just talked to a kid, Double D, today, and I'm going to name the school or the kid, but I asked him, hey, you got video yourself? And he's like, well, no, I don't have a lot. I said, well, what about on Huddle? And he said, oh, no, they don't know what that is. And then I said, well, what do you guys use to watch film, to prepare against your opponents and see what you guys did from the last game? He said, I go to the game and watch and write it down on a piece of paper. And I was like, man, let's get with the program. You know what I'm saying? And
Work out your phone.
It's tough, though. It's tough. It takes a lot to change the mindset and the culture sometimes of things that have worked in the past. And not saying that it's wrong to do it the old chalk talk style with pen and paper and whiteboard, but we're in a generation now that, you even if you don't have a video camera, every kid in school, at least 70% of them have a smartphone. Whip it out, videotape the defense. One of you videotape the offense. Go back, analyze it. You know what I mean? And so there really is no excuse, in my opinion, for not having that type of film and not having that. So it's just a matter of getting people to buy in and understanding that it's not. A lot of times, it's an old handshake mentality. We boys, I'm going to shake your hand and, my word, your word. But it's not cheating. It's about educating themselves so the kids understand concepts and schemes and things like that and their responsibilities on the field.
Because you really get to the technical point where they film practices.
Yeah.
And this is how you perform during practice the following day. And that's when you really get on each other, because I think kids learn through that. You don't want to be that same player when you get called out for a play and you're not holding your block and you're not doing this. And that's where film study comes in, because you're able to, we always say film don't lie.
Don't lie.
Never lies. But
never blinks.
And it's also the camaraderie amongst coaches. Like back home in Hawaii, the coaches, if we played a certain team and then that team's playing another team, that other coach will call us and be like, hey, you got film from your last game? No problem. Boom, send them the link, and they review it, because you still have to prepare for them. You still have to do your due diligence as a coach to prepare for the next game, and not think that, they're going to see our plays. Now, if you only have 10 plays in your playbook, then you know what? Whose problem is that? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, right? So you have to understand that it's a way of improving the kids' capabilities of playing at the next level. If you're going to run the wing T and run to the right 90% of the time, and only when everybody shifts, you run to the left, the kids go to college and they're going to be like, oh, what's cover two?
Yeah.
Coach, who do I cover?
It's a man shell.
Yeah. So, Coach, let's talk about the dates and times for the showcase and combine.
All right, so Friday, we're going to go Friday and Saturday, 4:30 to 7:30. Are going to be the times Friday and Saturday. It's absolutely free. The gate will be open. The access gate at Guam High will be open 4:30 to 7:30. On Friday, we got the freshmen and the sophomores. And then Saturday.
Incoming 8th graders are welcome as well.
Listen, we're not going to turn anybody away. You know what I mean?
Just want to
if
get
you
that
got some kids out there, Matua or whatnot, even if they just want to come and watch, right? If they want to come and watch, because, you know, kids learn by seeing and learn by doing. And sometimes it can be a little overwhelming when you see guys out there running around and things like that. You just want to come and watch and get a feel for it. Please feel free. The gate's open to anybody.
And the kids definitely try it on their own. You know, hey, did you see them do this? Let's try this over here. So definitely a plus.
Saturday we got the juniors and the seniors. Same time, 4:30 to 7:30.
And you guys are going to be filming this, sending them out. So guys, make sure you're dressed properly. What are we looking at?
Hey, I mean, it's football, so bring your cleats, obviously, short shirt. If you want to wear swag gear, that's all on you. But, you know, bring water. It's hot and humid, but we'll have water out there anyway.
We'll have lots of water, and then we'll have a concession stand open for the folks who want to come and watch. We encourage parents, especially for the younger ones, to, hey, this ain't a daycare now. Okay, you can't just come and drop off like 9 kids and then just bounce out. We need to make sure that you're staying there. We just all want to be safe.
Yeah. And you know, we open it up to all the high school coaches. Anyone who want to come down, the more bodies and the more coaches we have, you know, on the field with us, helping us out and trying to grow, you know, grow this thing so that the kids get the best experience. We always welcome them. You know, once again, everything is free. Like we haven't charged and we won't charge. You know, hopefully down the road we can get more sponsors. So you know, we're lucky that you know Coach Bruce Meno out of FD managed to you know hook it up and get me out here. So you know, hats off to FD and Coach Meno and their crew. So you know, it's one of those things that you know we've had the Shimizus, the Cowboys that have brought us out before, and you know, it's a help of the community because that's the whole idea. Is like I come out here, we don't charge anything. I make my money by my wife being happy. You know what I mean? This is her island.
Good. That's a good idea.
And you know, I made that promise to her. So it's all out of love. So you know, coaches come down and come out and support us and support the kids.
And especially for these athletes, you put them in an environment where it's kind of competitive, but it's friendship too because we're not sporting one specific color. We're not representing a team. We're out here representing Guam. Like
671.
Let's wish everybody the best of luck. And if you got it, you got what it takes. Your numbers look great. Then hey man, good luck to you in your near future. But if not, we know we go back to the drawing board. We know what we have to work on because we have the numbers, and we definitely want to increase those numbers the next time you come out.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, once the kids are done with high school and they go on to play at college, it's like that anywhere, especially like same in Hawaii. You know, you could play at different schools, but when you're out there representing your college, you're representing the whole island of Guam. You know, who cares what village you came from and what school you played at? You representing the 671. You got the Guam seal up on your back, and you know it's very important that the kids realize that in order to get better, you got to compete during these school years, but at the same time, you got to work together to push each other to get better. So, and that's what it's about. You know, these kids getting together and pushing each other, and not waiting for August through November. You know, it starts now. Season's done. All-star game. Grind never stops.
It never stops.
Social media. How can people keep in contact and get the info?
The best way to contact me is my cell phone, 671-487-1749. Again, that's 487-1749. And then, of course, we have 671 Recruiting on Instagram. And then you just go to 671 on Facebook. But, you know, direct line 487-1749. I'm always going to answer that. Hit me up on WhatsApp. It's going to be a good time. Each year has gotten better, and we've had kids who've gone off and done well and just proved the myth wrong that you don't have to leave Guam. I just really want to emphasize to moms and dads and grandmas, grandpas, and everybody else, your kids don't have to leave Guam to have an opportunity to go off and play their sport at the next level. Coach EK? Social media?
You know, my social media I have is my IG is IKEI Sports HI. That's EK Sports High. High for Hawaii. 808, baby. And then my Facebook is just my first and last name, ChadIkei. So easy to find. Not many Chad EKs out there, but you know, definitely always excited to be here. 671, love it. Guam is Guam is my home too.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, well, that's going to do it for In the Zone. We'll see you next Thursday.